So till my SQL server gets opened, I will tell you few things here, okay, in a comment, in a chat box. Can everybody see my screen? Online students, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So in yesterday's class, we have completed all the constraints, right? Is there any doubt in constraint? No doubt? Okay, great. And after that, we saw top clause. So in the top clause, suppose I'm having table called as employee, and in that employee table, I'm having suppose 100 records. Okay. And if I want to view only top 5 records, I can use that top clause. Even I can filter the records. How can I filter? Suppose in my employee table, in address, there are states written for each employee. And if I want to view only for the student from the Maharashtra or the employees from the Maharashtra, where I can write? Right. I can use the where clause. Got it? Yeah. So next, we are going to see while clauses. While clauses. While clause. Now what this while clause does, I think my SSMS got opened. Okay, so first I will use my database. On which database I'm working for you guys? I'm working in a Jan underscore batch, right? So how can I select my database? I can write use Jan underscore in batch database. Okay, and I will execute this. So now it got changed to the Jan underscore database. Okay. So like operators. In like operators, also we call them as a wild operators, wildcard operators, wildcard operators. Now, why these operators are used? Suppose I'm having some details in my table. For example, we are having this employee table, right? We are having this employee table. And what I want to do, I want to fetch the employee first name that are starting with letter D or alphabet D. How can I fetch it? Or if I want to fetch all the first names that are ending with H, or if I want to fetch all the names that are consisting H inside in it. How can I fetch? I can fetch by using this like operators. Okay. So in the like operators, these are the two or three two wildcard characters. First one is a percentage, and second one is a underscore. First one is a percentage, and second one is a underscore. These are the two wild characters. Okay. So now, suppose if I want to view all the records that are starting with the alphabet D, then I can write like D percentage. Okay. So suppose select star from employee, I want to view it from the employee table. So I will write select star from employee where employee first name like D percentage. Now D percentage means it will take all the first name that are starting with D alphabet. And this percentage will make sure that if there are 10 characters, it will take 10. If there are 5 characters, it will take 5. Means all the characters followed by this D. Okay. So if I executed this, then you can see I'm having only one record that is starting with this D, Dinesh. Got it? So if I'm writing D first, followed by the percentage. That means starting with D, and it will take all the characters that are coming after the D. Okay. Suppose if I want to view employee first names that are starting with this J, then I can write like this: select star from employee, where employee first name like J percentage. Okay. If I select and if I execute, then you can see I'm having these three records: John Smith, John Sinheim, John Wright, where employee first name is starting with this J. Got it? Next, suppose if I want to view those records that are starting with any alphabet but ending with H. You know, how can I do it? I will write select star from employee, means I will select the table first. Then I will use where clause, employee first name like percentage. Now what this percentage makes sure? Percentage will make sure to take all the characters before this H. Got it? So where I want to filter out employee first name records that are ending with H, I can like this. I can write like this. And if I executed this, then you can see I'm having two employee first name that are ending with H. Okay. Then next, suppose if I want to write all the employee first names that are having O in between. O in between, then I can write like this: percentage O percentage. So the first percentage will return all the characters that are coming before O, and last percentage will return all the characters that are coming after O. Got it? So if I executed this, then I got all the records that are having O in between. Got it? John, Santosh, John, Sonu, and Honey. Okay. Suppose instead of O, I want to fetch all the employee first names that are having N inside it. And I will select like this. I will execute. Then these are the employee first name where N is between, or where N is present in their first name. Dinesh, John, Santosh, John, Sonu, and Honey. Got it? Yeah. Now next wild operator or the wild character is underscore. Wild character is underscore. Now what I want to do here, I want to fetch employee first name that is starting with any alphabet, that doesn't bother us, having yes, but after yes there is only one character. It should have only one character. If I write here percentage, then it will take all the characters that are coming after yes. That means it will give me the record where yes is in between the name. Okay, but what I need to do here, I want to view only that record whose second last character is S. Then I can write like this: percentage. Percentage will make sure to take all the characters coming before this yes, and underscore will make sure to take only one character after this yes. Okay, that means yes should be at the second last position. If I executed, then I got these two records, Dinesh and Santosh, that are having yes, and after yes there is only one character present. After yes there is only one character present. Okay. Next example, I will give you time to write this. Okay, don't worry. Next example, I want to return all the employee first name that are starting with two characters. Now those two characters are not defined. Only two characters I want. So first underscore will make sure to take one character. Second underscore will make sure to take two characters. After two characters, H should be there, and after H, whatever the characters are coming there. If I executed this, then I got this John, and John. So here you can see before H there are two characters only, and after H it doesn't matter us because we are giving percentage. And if I wrote suppose two underscores, or suppose I will write only one underscore, then it will make sure to have a employee first name like that. Before H there should be two characters, and after H there should be one character. So if I execute it, I will get John only because John is the only name that is having two characters before H and one character after H. Got it? Any doubt in this? No doubt, write these examples. Online students, can you see my screen? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, great. So if there is any doubt, please ask me, okay? Write this. Write these queries and understand it, okay? What are we getting in the output? Don't just write. Try to understand. You got your charger or not? Where it went? Check with the management people. You check with them or not? What they said?
They said they will not have charger.
Ask them to check cameras. You know the date, right? Friday, what date? Friday, you left around 10 to 11 o'clock, right? So ask them to check the footage after 11, who went inside and who may be guys. Done? Shall you go ahead? Okay. Now this is how we have finished our first module. Okay. Now I will share one more assignment on only module 1. Just solve that assignment. If you are having any doubts, I am going to have one assignment class for you. Saturday or Sunday I will have extra class. But before that, I hope that you are doing by your own. If there are only minor queries, then you should solve here. Okay. Next is a module 2 called as joins. So joins are very important. What happened? Found problem with joins. How many of you are aware of joins? How many of you are aware of joins? Okay, great. How many types of joins are there? Inner join. Okay, great. So in this module 2, our agenda is to learn inner join, left join, right join, full join. Then insert into, we already learned how to insert the values in the table. Next we will learn updating statement, update and delete statement, and merge in SQL. Okay, so let's begin with the join. So first type of join is a inner join. Can anybody tell me what is inner join? It will give common values from both the tables. Okay, suppose we are having one table A and we are having table B. Okay, so when I'm trying to join this table A and table B by using this inner join, then it will return matching values from both the tables. Like you can observe this diagram here. I have drawn table A circle, table B circle, and here you can see these are the matching records. Okay, so let's see one example here in the SQL Server Management Studio. So let's create one more table because we already have this employee table, right? Let me use my database. Use John underscore. Okay, now we already have this employee table. So to learn joins, let's create one more table here. We will create a table called as employee date of birth. In this employee date of birth, we will give two columns. First column is a employee ID and it can take data type integer. Second column is a employee date of birth and data type as a date, and we will execute this. Okay, now this is already present in my, okay, it might be present. Okay, and next I'm inserting some values here. Insert into employee date of birth, employee ID and employee date of birth. I'm inserting select one. I'm giving date 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Now deliberately I'm skipping here employee ID 3 and 4, and deliberately I'm adding here employee ID 11. That is not present in my employee table. Okay, in my employee table I am having employee IDs. If I view it, I'm having employee IDs from 1 to 10. Okay, in employee data of birth table, while creating this employee data of birth table, I'm skipping employee ID 3 and 4 and adding employee ID 11 here. Deliberately I'm doing this. So if you are following the same table, then create the way I have created, so that I can tell you the difference, how the inner joins are working, how the like left join is working, right join is working and all. Okay, so please create this table employee date of birth and insert these many values. I already created this. So create this employee date of birth table. Everyone please do it. Okay, done. Shall I go ahead? Shall I go ahead or not? Yes. Okay, great. So let's perform inner join. So what this inner join does? Inner join returns the common records from both the tables. Now, if I view my employee table and employee date of birth table, let me view. Then you can see in the first one is the employee date of birth table. In my employee date of birth table, I am having employee ID 1 and 2. And also in my employee table, I am having ID 1 and 2. Let me expand this. Okay. So here you can see in the employee date of birth table, I am having 1, 2 employee ID and date of birth respectively. So when I will perform inner join will return common records from both the table. So it will return this 1 and 2 also. Got it? But in my employee table, I don't have record for employee date of birth. I don't have records for 3 and 4. And here I am having 3 and 4. So it will not return for 3 and 4. Got it? Yeah. So let's view it. Let's see the syntax, how the syntax goes on. Select Then here I'm writing EMP as a, let me take, I'm using here alias name. So let me write the full names here. Okay. The syntax for inner join is, first we need to select columns from the tables that we want to view in our output. Okay. So when we will execute this operation, then we need to view some columns, right? So if I want to view all the columns, I will go ahead with the select star. Okay. But if suppose I want to view only some particular columns, because in employee data table I am having employee ID, also in employee table I am having employee ID. So if I select a star from both the tables, then I will get employee ID twice. That I don't want. So what will I do? I will select star from employee. That means all the columns from my employee table, and from employee date of birth table, I will select only employee date of birth column. So syntax will go like this. First, select columns. I need to select columns from both the tables that I want to view in my output, followed by from name of table 1, then inner join with table 2. Okay. And on, in the on we need to pass the condition, and in the on condition we need to give the common column from both the tables. Okay. So let's jump on here. So select employee dot star. Employee dot star means I am selecting all the columns from employee table. Then from employee date of birth, I am selecting only employee date of birth column. Got it? So I'm giving alias name to my table employee date of birth, because every time writing employee date of birth will be very hectic for me. So what am I doing here? I'm giving alias name EDOB, and here also I will give alias name EMP. For employee, I will give alias name EMP, and for employee date of birth table, I'm giving EDOB. So select EMP dot star. That means I'm selecting all the columns from my employee table, comma EDOB dot employee DOB. That means I'm selecting only employee date of birth column from my employee date of birth table. Then followed by from keyword. In the from, we need to give the first table name. So I'm joining two tables, one employee table and another employee date of birth table. So from employee, as I'm using here alias name EMP, so I will give alias name as a EMP. Got it? Then inner join followed by the second table. So table 2 I'm writing here employee date of birth, and as I'm using here alias name EDOB, so I will give alias name here as a EDOB followed by the on condition. Now on condition is very important. On condition, in the on condition, we should give the common column names. If suppose there are two tables and there is not a single common column in those two tables, then we cannot perform any join. To perform joins on tables, at least we should have one common column in both the tables. So here in this employee date of birth table and employee table, I am having employee ID as a common column. Okay, so that's why I'm giving here condition on employee date of birth table. I'm selecting employee ID column is equal to from employee table. I'm selecting employee ID column. So if there are no common columns, can I join those tables together? No. So to perform all the joins operation, at least we need to have one common column. So let me execute this. If I execute it, then you can see here in the output that I got only the common records. Okay. So employee 1, employee 2 was present. So you can see opposite to that, from employee date of birth table, I got a date of birth that was given to the employee 1 and the employee 2. Now employee 3 and 4 are not present in the employee table, so it will not give us the record. Then employee 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 we are having in both the tables, so we got the date of birth for these tables. So what inner join does? Inner join will return common records from both the table. So got it? Any doubt in this? No doubt? Okay, let's write this syntax then. Write this. Online students, any doubt? Yeah. Which one? Where is it? Table creation. Okay. I think some of you are having some doubt here while creating the employee data birth table. I will explain it. Okay. So while inserting the dates in this employee date of birth table, I'm having two columns. One is the employee ID, second one is a employee date of birth. Okay. In employee ID, I'm passing 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 and 11 here. Okay. Now in the get date, what am I doing? I think here I mess up some things, right? So here in the employee date of birth table column, what am I doing? I am taking get date. What this get date will do? Get date will give me today's date. Okay, right? If I wrote here select get date, and if I closed and if I executed, then I will get the today's date. What is the today's date? 4th February 2025. So instead of giving date of birth for employees like manually 2000 like 2nd April 2002, what am I doing here? Because I'm creating this table for like example I am taking only, right, to learn inner joins. So what am I doing? I'm writing here get date. So what this get date will do? Get date will return today's date minus 7,000. That means I will get the date of birth from the today's date. If I minus 7,000, then that date of birth I will get here. So if I wrote here get date minus 7,000, and if I execute it, then I'm getting which date I'm getting here? 6/12/2005. Got it? So here if I write get date minus 7,300, then it will give me, let me write select here. It will give me date of birth as a 9/5/2005. So instead of giving the date of birth directly, what am I doing? I am taking the today's date and I am subtracting these many days so that I can get some date of birth there. Got it? So that's how I'm inserting here date of birth. Explicitly, I'm not writing like this 25/1/2025. I'm taking the today's date and subtracting 7,000 dates. So it will go some 7,000 days back and it will store here as a date of birth. Got it? Yeah. So now write this syntax for the inner join. Done? Is any doubt in inner join? Shall I go ahead? Yes? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, great. So next join is a left join. So what this left join will do? Left join returns all the records from the left table and match records from the right table. Left join will return all the records from which table? Left table, and match records from the right table. Okay, so left table means, if look at the syntax, first I will select columns from both the tables that I want to view in my output. Second, from table 1. Now this table 1 will be called as a left table because this is left side of this left join. Got it? Now this table 1 is at the left side of this left join. That's why this is called as the left table. From table 1, then we will write left join, then table 2, and then we will pass the on condition. In on condition, what we will write? Table 1 dot common table, common column, table 2 common column. Got it? Yeah. So let's jump on here and let's see. Left outer join, it will return all the records which are present in the left table and only matching records from the right table. Okay. So select star. I want to select all the columns from both the table. So I'm writing here select star. If I want to select only specific, then I will write here. Suppose I want to select only, I want to select all the columns from the employee. So I will write here employee dot. This dot is important here. Okay. Dot means from that employee table, I am selecting all the columns. Got it? Yeah. So here, like this way, we are writing here. Okay. So here also, if I want only EDOB dot, I want only the employee date of birth column. Employee DOB column. Okay. Now from employee, this is my left table. Left join employee date of birth as EDOB because I am giving a alias name, and then employee date of birth. I am selecting from this EDOB which column? Employee ID, and from employee I am selecting this employee ID on the on condition. So if I executed this, then you can see here I am getting all the records from left table. That means in my left table I was having employee IDs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and matching records from the right table. Now we know that in the right table date of birth is available for this employee ID 1 and 2. So it has written date of birth for the employee ID 1 and 2. But in our employee date of birth table, we haven't given date of birth for employee ID 3 and 4. So it has written null values here. Got it? So what this inner join does, sorry, left join does, it will return all the records from this employee table and matching records from the right table, and where records are not matching, it will replace with the null values. Okay. So in employee date of birth table, we don't have date of birth stored for employee ID 3 and 4. So it is getting replaced with this null. Got it? Yeah. And we can see all the records that are in the employee table are here shown. Okay. So if you want, I can execute the select star also from the employee so that I can get the two tables here. Or let me view all these three tables together. Okay, so this is my employee date of birth table, first one. Second one is my employee table, and third one is a left join table. Okay, so what the left join does, it takes all the records from left table. So in my left table, employee table is there. It is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and null at the 11th. Okay, so if you view here, I got all the employee IDs here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and null values. Got it? And matching records from the right table. So in the employee date of birth, I am having date of birth present for employee ID 1 and 2. So for 1 and 2, it has given here. For 2 and 3, I don't have date of birth, so it replaced with the null values. Okay. Then next for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, I am having date of birth. So for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, it has written. And for 11th, I am having date of birth here, but 11th record is not present in my employee table, so it has written null because employee ID 11 not present here. Okay, so it will return all the records from left table and only matching records from the right table, and where records are not matching, it will replace with the null values. Got it? Any doubt in this? No doubt. Shall you go ahead? Okay, great. Write this syntax. Any doubt in how am I using alias names? No doubt? Okay, write this syntax. If there is any doubt, please ask me. Got it? Shall you go ahead with the next one? Or do you need some time to write this query? Why today is so calm atmosphere? Like other teachers has given like off today? No? Or might be I have done meditation today, so I am feeling calmness surrounding to me. I like such atmosphere where nobody is disturbing me. Okay, shall we go ahead? Shall you go ahead? Yes or no? Yeah, so the next join is right join. So right join is exactly opposite to the left join. Okay, so right join will return all the records from right table and match records from the left table. So all the records from the right table and match records from the left table. Got it? The syntax will be same. We will first select columns, then from table 1, right join table 2. Now here in this table 1 and table 2, which one is the right table and which one is the left table? Table 1 will be left or right table? Left table, because it is left side of this right join. And this table 2 will be right table. Now what this right join does? It will return all the records from the right table. That means any table that is right, we are writing at the right of this, and matching records from this left table. And then we need to pass the on condition. And on condition, is there any doubt in this? We will take the common columns from both the tables and we will equate them. Got it? Yeah. So let's perform this right join. So in the right join, I'm selecting star. Star means I'm taking all columns from both tables. But I don't want all columns because employee ID will be repeating again and again. So what am I doing here? I am selecting all columns from my employee table, and from employee date of birth table, I am selecting only employee date of birth column. Okay. So here I'm not using alias name, so I will remove it. So from employee, right join employee date of birth as a EDOB, and I will give on condition as a EDOB dot employee ID is equal to EMP dot employee ID. Or here I'm not giving alias name, I'm not using here, right? So I'll simply write employee and I will execute here. So when I'm executing this, then you can see it is taking all the records from my right tables, okay, and matching records from my left table. Okay, let me see, let me take all the columns so that I can explain you properly. So let me take all the columns. So select star and let me execute this. Let me expand this, or let me select below 2 columns also. Execute it. Let me expand this. Now here you can see I got all the records from this right table. Right table is having employee ID 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, 10 and 11, and matching records from the left table. Now in the employee table I was having employee ID 1, 2, 3, 4. But this 3, 4 employee ID is not present in my right table, that is employee date of birth table. So we don't have any records for employee ID 3 and 4. Because in the right join, it will give priority to the right side of table. It will return first all the records from the right side of table and matching records from the left table. And if the records are not matching, it will replace with the null values. So in my right table, I am having employee date of birth table. And in my employee date of birth table, if you see here, I am having employee IDs 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So here also, I am getting records till 11 here. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. And matching records from the left table. So in the left table, 1 and 2 is present. So 1 and 2 is given. 3 and 4 is present, but 3 and 4 is not present in my employee date of birth table, so it has ignored it. Okay, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 I'm having here, but in my employee table I don't have employee ID 11, but it's present in my employee date of birth table. That means in my right table, so it will return null values where records are not matching. So here it has written null values here. Got it? Any doubt in this? Any doubt? Shall I go ahead? Yeah, write this. Okay, done. Online students, any doubt? Anyone having any doubt? Shalini, Giri, Saisha, any doubt? Okay, if you're
No,
not
sir.
asking me anything, that means I will take you don't have doubt. Okay. Okay. Shall I go ahead with the next join? Yes. Everyone is understanding? Or do I need to repeat? Do I need to repeat? Okay. So let's repeat once from inner, left and right. What will happen in inner join? It will return common records from both the tables. Okay. Left join, it will return all the records from the left table. Great. Matching records from the right table. What the right join will do? From the left table. Great. Okay. So now suppose I want to view the same result. I want to view the same result. Can I view it by using left join? Can I take all the columns from this employee date of birth table or all the records from employee date of birth table and matching records from the employee table by using left join? Can I do it? Yes, we can do it. What we will do? We will take this employee date of birth table in the left side of this table and we will take this employee in the right side and we will write here left side. Got it? So in this right join, the example that we are taking here, in the right join, what am I doing here? I am taking employee date of birth at the right side of the table. So it is returning all the records from the employee date of birth and matching records from this employee table. I can achieve same by taking this employee date of birth table at the left side. I just need to change from right join to left join. Got it? I can get the same view or the same output by taking this employee date of birth here at the left side and by changing this right join to left side. Got it? Yeah. So that means by using right join or left join, we can get the same output. Just we need to change these values from here to here and here to here. Got it? Yeah. So let's go ahead. Next example or the next type of join is full join. As its name indicates, full. That means what will it do? It will take all the records from the left table and all the records from the right table, and if records are not matching, it will replace with the null values. That means in employee date of birth table, we are having employee ID we don't have employee ID 3 and 4, but in the employee table we are having 3 and 4. So what will it do? It will replace with the null values. Got it? Yeah. So the syntax will be same. Select columns first, then from write the table 1 full join, table 2 followed by on condition. Okay. So let's come on our SSMS. So I'm selecting all the columns from both the tables. So I will write select star from employee. I'm giving alias name as EMP. So from employee as EMP, full outer join, employee date of birth as EDOB, and I'm giving on condition EDOB dot employee ID is equal to EMP dot employee ID. If I executed this, then you can see I got all the records from my employee table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And also I got all the records from my employee date of birth table 1, 2, 3, 4 was skipped there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And where records are not matching, it is replaced with the null values. Because in the employee date of birth table, we don't have date of birth for employee ID 3 and 4. So that's why it is replaced with the null value. In employee table, we don't have records for employee ID 11. So you can see all these values are replaced with the null values. Got it? In employee table, we are having one employee ID null, but in the employee date of birth table, we don't have date of birth available for the null. So it is replaced with the null. Got it? So what is the use of this full join? What the full join does? It will take all the records from both the tables, and if the records are not matching, it will replace with the null values. Got it? Any doubt in this? No doubt? Write this. Have you installed SSMS? So here you are able to write the queries, right? But you are not able to create the database because server is not connected. It is happening.
After 1 hour, it will get
This needs to be uninstalled. You uninstall it. Okay, let's see. Let me complete this cross join once. Then we'll see. Okay. Okay, is it done for the full outer join? Full join is also called as full outer join. Okay, don't get confused here. Next join is a cross join. Cross join is very interesting join, and we will very rarely use this cross join. Now it's been 5 years I'm working in this data analyst field, but I never use this cross join because it's I don't think that why they have given this cross join and all. Okay, so in the cross join, what the cross join does? Cross join is the Cartesian product of both the tables. Now, what is the meaning of Cartesian product? Suppose I am having two tables. One table is having these three records, 1, 2, and 3. And second table is having these two records, A and B. Cartesian product means this first record from the table 1 will multiply with this first record from this table 2. That means 1A and 2A and 3A. Means you can say like this, the first record from this table 2 will get multiplied with the all these three records from the table 1. Or even the same we can say, the first record from the table 1 will be multiplied with the all records from the table 2. So 1A and 1B, here you can see 1A and 1B. Then second record will get multiplied with both the records from the table 2. So 2A and 2B, 3A and 3B. This is called as cross join. Okay, so cross join is the Cartesian product of both the tables. Each record from one table is joined with all the records from other table. Okay, the size of the output is equal to a number of records in the first table multiplied by number of records in the second table. Now in this example, in the first table we are having how many records? 3 records are there. In the second table I am having 2 records. So in the output how many records will be there? 3 2s are 6. So 6 records are there. Okay, suppose if I am having one more record here 4, and in the second table I am having one more record here as a C, then what will be the output? Yeah, 1C, 2C, 3C and 4C will get added here. Got it? This is called as cross join. This is called as cross join. So in the cross join, we will write like this: select star from employee, then cross join employee date of birth. So if I executed this, then you can see the first employee ID from the employee date of birth table. You can see employee ID 1 and this date of birth table got multiplied with the all the records from this employee table. Can you see the employee ID 1 and date of birth, employee date of birth from the employee date of birth table? This first employee ID with the same date of birth got multiplied with the all the records from the employee table. Then second employee ID got multiplied with the all the records. Then third employee ID is not present here. Third and fourth is not present. This fifth got multiplied with the all record. Sixth got multiplied with the all record. Seventh got multiplied with the all record. Eighth got multiplied with the all record. So this is how this cross join works. Got it? So any doubt in this cross join? No doubt? Great. So I'm giving you one table. In the chat box I'm pasting it. Please create this table. Tomorrow we will join this table. Okay, or you already have understood. Even if you don't, even if you skip this example, you guys got it, right? How the cross join works. But still I'm giving to create this table. Please create this table. Tomorrow we'll take this example. Then after completing this joins, most important part of the SQL is updating the values, updating or deleting. So update, delete and alter, that we will learn tomorrow. Okay. So don't miss tomorrow's class. We will have a class at 10 o'clock in the morning. Till then, have a good day. Be safe and see you tomorrow. Bye. If online students, anybody is having any doubt, they can stay in the meeting, else others can drop off.
Sir. Sir. Sir.
Just a minute, Shalini. Let me sit in another class. I will reply you. Okay?